Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been getting lots of comments from friends that they want to see some of our rare bamboo. And we have quite the collection growing here of mostly edulis, which are the mozos. The mozos make the best mutations, and they're the most sought after, the most collectible. So today we're going to showcase you Phyllostachys edulis Kikko. And I think they call it Kikko or something like that. Or anyway, so it's P.heterocycla is another name for it. And this bamboo is fantastic. It shows like a little bit of like tortoiseshell noting. It's really unique. And then as the new culms come up in the spring, they're like really nice and fuzzy. Like all edulis bamboos, actually, all the mozos are fuzzy or hairy. So yeah, another of the Latin names for mozo is pubescens, and pubescens means hairy. And that's how you can tell some of the mozos from like other types of running bamboos. Anyway, so follow me and I will bring you to our Kikko grove. So this grove started from my really good friend Matt in Vancouver, and he gave us a giant division. Yeah, gave me. Usually these bamboos are not given, but my friend Matt and I are pretty much the only two serious bamboo collectors here in Canada. And I'm saying that because I don't know any other people that collect bamboo in Canada. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. But anyway, when it comes to like the really rare ones that are sought after, Matt and I are kind of like on it ourselves solo. So this division originally came from Japan, where this bamboo is growing for its ornamental value, right? Like you got the tortoiseshell noting and stuff like that. And Matt brought this over. He had to bare root it and clean all the soil off, right? And wash it, and then wait for many, many, many years to get a mature grove. So bamboo takes years to get to maturity, but it also takes years to produce noted, interesting culms after you get a division. So if I was to like cut off like a couple of these here, then it would probably take about 4 years to start producing once again those same characteristics. Like what'll happen is it'll actually end up putting up just like straight ones, and it won't actually produce these interesting noted tortoiseshell types. So yeah, this thing's been running around like crazy. We've given it some space. This grove here now is 4 or 5 years, hun. And then underneath it we're growing Akibono, which is a bamboo that I got from Bamboo Gardens in Oregon back in 2018. It's actually starting to really take off because it needs a bit of shade. I don't know if you notice the white variegation, but it doesn't really like the full sun. So yeah, one of the neat characteristics as well with mozos is they do have a smaller leaf compared to some of the other Phyllostachys. And so it gives it a great contrast of like thick shoots, small leaves, and a very layered branching characteristic, right? Like it almost grows like some of the really nice Japanese maples would, right? You know, you get that layering. So yeah, don't look at the weeds. You know, that is a really nice fireweed, you know. So but yeah, so we're gonna let this take over like a giant area in here, because we want it to become its full glory. So looks great from the sunny side. And then you can have a look through all the running rhizomes that are starting to take over. As Natalie says, she figures out one day these are all gonna like strangle us in our sleep, and that's what most people think with bamboo in general. But so yeah, so bamboo, the runners, they decide to move around in the fall, and then they send down roots through these rhizomes, and then they make buds, and then the buds, if they're viable and the roots have enough nutrients to absorb in the ground, they will produce more shoots in the spring. So this, like I said, it started as like a 60-gallon pot, like it was huge, and I just mounded this up with all this compost and everything, and it's taking off. So it's really great to see. But actually you can see right here, so look at, so this one here is coming out, and it actually wants to whip back down and dive in. And like bamboo's kind of lazy in a way that it likes to stay in the top part of the soil, because that's where most of the nutrients are, and that's where the heat is, and that's where the moisture is. So yeah, they're running everywhere, eh? Look at this, hon. They're running out through here. So yeah, so some of these are more pronounced than others. There is another form of Kikko that's called subconvexa, I believe, and it has like a lesser pronounced noting, but these, as you can tell, are very pronounced, and they're very contorted, right? So yeah, I try to take out all the non-irregular shaped culms throughout here, because then it keeps the grove in that mutated state. So because this original form was actually like a straight green, you don't want to let it all produce any straight greens, because then it could eventually run around producing more straight greens, and then that's no good, right? So the value in this is this really exceptional color and everything. You know, you get the waxy nodes right here. So yeah, this is Phyllostachys edulis Kikko, and it's a really amazing bamboo. The Japanese are really big at collecting and having this inside even small areas. Like when we were in Kyoto, they had a division of this inside a gift shop, and I think the spot was like maybe a 10-foot diameter. We'll post a picture inside the video, but yeah, so it was like 10-foot diameter, and then in the middle of this like glass gift shop, and then it was growing there. So yeah, as far as I know, this is the biggest grove here in Canada. It could be one of the biggest ones in North America. I'm sure there's some other really big ones. They're not really well documented. Nobody really talks about it much, but yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for more bamboo videos, because we grow a ton of the different Keith Rushforth collections, and then a bunch of the other rare edulis like Nabishamana, Holocrissa. We have a bamboo that we named after you, Natalie, my wife, that has now been published in the American Bamboo Society's latest newsletter, their February newsletter. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.